Government agency are sparking outrage as well. The Internal Revenue Service under fire for targeting Tea Party and other conservative groups. Here's CNN's chief congressional correspondent, Dana Bash.
But you keep paying taxes.
A Tea Party rally on April 15th, Tax Day 2010.
The government doesn't have any money. That's our money, and I'm taxed enough already.
Even as they protested high taxes and big government, the tax-collecting IRS was secretly targeting them. In March of 2010, IRS agents in Cincinnati, Ohio, handling applications for tax-exempt status, began singling out groups with names like Tea Party and Patriots as criteria for special scrutiny. Groups engaged primarily in political activity are not allowed tax-exempt status. According to an IRS Inspector General timeline obtained by CNN, by August of 2010, IRS agents made Tea Party targeting more formal, issuing an internal Be on the Lookout, or BOLO, listing for local organizations in the Tea Party movement. As a result, Tea Party activists reported feeling harassed when applying for tax-exempt status. Cincinnati Tea Party founder Justin Bink Thomas told CNN's Carol Costello lengthy questionnaires from the IRS like this one got personal, even mentioning his name.
Why? What is it being collected for? Where is it being stored? Who is it being shared with?
It wasn't until this past Friday, more than 3 years later, Lois Lerner, director of the IRS's tax-exempt division, admitted her agents were inappropriately screening Tea Party groups. She apologized during an American Bar Association meeting. CNN obtained this audio.
They used names like Tea Party or Patriots, and they selected cases simply because the application had those names in the title. That was wrong. That was absolutely incorrect. It was insensitive, and it was inappropriate.
That admission prompted bipartisan condemnation.
It would be a terrible breach of the public's trust.
But what's making the IRS's problems worse, it appears IRS officials, even Lerner herself, were not up front with Congress. According to this IRS timeline, Lerner was informed back in June of 2011 that her agents were targeting Tea Party groups, as well as others dealing with government spending, government debt, or taxes. But CNN has learned that Lerner failed to disclose what she knew to 2 separate House committees, both in letters and even face-to-face meetings with congressional investigators. And in March of 2012, 9 months after Lerner was informed IRS agents were singling out Tea Party groups, IRS Commissioner Douglas Shulman was asked about it in a hearing.
Can you give us assurances that the IRS is not targeting particular groups based on political leanings?
Shulman denied it.
There's absolutely no targeting. This is the kind of back and forth that happens when people apply for 501c4 status.
It is still unclear when Shulman was told.
But, Wolf, I was just told by an aide to Senator Orrin Hatch, who's the top Republican on the Senate Finance Committee, that they were briefed just today, told that Shulman and his successor as the IRS commissioner both knew about this targeting in the spring of 2012. And again, this is raising anger over in the House, because the House Ways and Means Committee, according to this timeline that I obtained, says that the predecessor, Miller, he told Congress in June of 2012 that he didn't know anything about it. So this again proves, at least to House Republicans, that they hadn't been getting the straight story from the IRS. But I should note that it's not just Republicans who are angry about this. It is bipartisan. Democrats who run the Senate say they're going to investigate as well. And just sort of big picture, Tea Party groups who were, of course, founded their groups on the idea that you can't trust government, they're saying that this absolutely, all of this proves their point.
Dana, what a story, Art. Thanks very much. Up next.